What's up, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this POV review by AUTOBAHN. My name is Max, and today we are taking a look at this 2022 BMW M4 competition xDrive with virtually every M performance option you can get, or accessory I should say, because this car has fallen into the M performance brochure and almost all of the options ended up on this car. And that means that this in the Netherlands is a 200,000 plus euro car, 200k plus. That is absolutely outrageous. Oh man, that is so much money for an M4. And if you take all the optional M performance carbon fiber off, you still end up with a 172,000 euro car, which is still quite insane. So today I'm going to show you around it. We're going to talk about the M4 xDrive, all the carbon on it, and then we'll take it for a drive towards the Autobahn for an Autobahn blast. Now, the spec of this car is pretty dope, I would say. This is fire orange. Of course, the legendary historic color of BMW M. It also featured on the BMW M3 GTS. We recently actually filmed that car, the V8 E92 track focused version. Super limited and well, just an absolute legend of a car. This is that color, and I'm not sure it fits the M4 as well as it does the M3 E92. I'm not sure about it, but as I said, this car has fallen into the M performance brochure, so we are going to cover that as well, because we've got a front splitter there. That is an M performance option. This lower part here with these three indentations. This car also has the carbon exterior package, so you also get these boys. And this car also has the M racetrack pack, which means you also get carbon ceramic brakes, the bigger wheels, the bucket seats, carbon interior parts, and a couple of other things. But that is a really nice optional extra. But that does mean that you end up with a 172,000 euro car, which is quite insane. The shadow line headlights also on this car. That means that you have those black inserts, like a black surround. And then we've got BMW laser light as well, also optional. Aero flicks on the side of the front bumper. This is a separate option for that extra race look. These wheels are M performance as well, 20 inch at the front, 21 inch at the rear. These are the wheels that you can also get in bronze. You might remember those. They look pretty sick. In black, I don't know. They sort of look like the other BMW M3 wheel, like the stock wheel. So I would always go for the bronze version. Wrapped around that, we've got 285 section tires, Yokohama Advan Sport. I would prefer to have Michelin Pilot Sport 4S tires, of course you know that. Another carbon side blade here, also M performance option. And then massive side skirts with a very big winglet here on the side. Yeah, and then carbon mirror caps as part of the carbon exterior package. Carbon fiber roof as standard. So there is a lot of carbon fiber on this car. Extra tinted windows in the rear, so you can see that they are super dark. The car just keeps locking and unlocking. You can turn that off in the car, but yeah, I didn't. Anyway, at the rear we've got more carbon, massive rear wing as well. The entire thing is made of carbon fiber. Big diffuser, and the M performance exhaust, titanium. Yeah, does it look good? Not really, if you ask me. I don't really like the look of this. I think it looks nope, just nope. Let me know in the comments what you think. Do you like this exhaust, or do you prefer the stock setup with like the quad tailpipes, 2 on each side? So let's check out the engine. Not going to cover this too much. The S58, of course, 510 horsepower and 650 newton meters of torque. So 0 to 100, 3.5 seconds. We've been able to do 3.4, so it is very quick. Top speed 250 kilometers an hour, or 290 if you go for the M drivers package. This is actually Fire Orange 3, so I'm not sure if it's exactly the same color as the M3 E92. It might have been Fire Orange 2, and this is a new version, but not sure about that. We'll check it out. This of course is the fastest accelerating version you can get, 3.5 seconds, the M4 xDrive, but it's also quite heavy. Yeah, you're going to feel that. On the other hand, you do have a very nice all-weather sports coupe, and it is hella fast. Yeah, you've seen this all before. I don't have to cover this all again. Anyway, and performance, door sills as well. And then, as I said, we have the bucket seats and the carbon interior. This Alcantara part is M Performance. We've got M Performance floor mats, and then we don't have the M Performance steering wheel. So that's basically, I think that's one of the few things that you can still get at M Performance for this car. You can get a steering wheel with a 12 o'clock marker and Alcantara side parts. Other than that, I mean, yeah, it's a shame they didn't go for the Kyalami orange interior, because, you know, this car's over the top already, so why not complete it, the orange vest. And then the exhaust. This is I think it's almost 6,000 euros, this exhaust. So, valves closed, valves open. It sounds pretty much the same as a standard car. It really does. So if you want a couple of downpipes or an exhaust for your M3, go check out autotopnl.shop, and we've got a couple of things that will make your M3 or M4 sound properly good, because of course M Performance, they are still limited by regulations. They still have to comply with EU regulation. So you can make this car sound amazing, you just need some other stuff than this. So let's go and take it for a drive. I feel like I've covered practically everything, but I feel like the last time I drove an xDrive M4, that was the convertible, the blue one, almost the entire review I drove the car in rear-wheel drive mode, and after I recorded that I was like, yeah, okay, but that's not really what that car is about. This car is about the xDrive. So I'm happy that we get to cover that again, because now we are in four-wheel drive sport, which is actually my favorite mode on this car. Even though you do have a little bit more understeer compared to rear-wheel drive cars, you also end up with something that is probably the best high-performance all-wheel drive system you can get, because it sends basically everything to the rear wheels. It's just when those start losing traction, it starts like bleeding power to those front wheels, and it happens so gradually that it feels really natural. It's really the best system I've ever experienced in that respect. So we can do launch control, four-wheel drive sport, let it build, release. Oh, that is very quick. That is very quick. But that four-wheel drive sport mode, it really allows you to drive this car as if it were a rear-wheel drive car, but you just have that safety net of those front wheels, and it is an unprecedented system. It really is. It's the only one that feels like this. Handling wise, you do feel a difference when you drive our BMW M3 manual, the non-competition rear-wheel drive, and then you get into this one. It does feel different. Now that exhaust, as I said, it's not particularly loud, but I do feel like the tone of the sound is a little bit different than the stock exhaust. It is a little bit better, marginally better. And of course, all those M Performance parts, BMW really noticed that everyone who's buying an M5 or an M3 or an M2, everyone is, you know, are those real pops? Anyway, M Performance, Carbon, you know, everyone is installing that crap on their cars. So M Performance thought, well, why not take a piece of that pie and introduce all that stuff ourselves, which, you know, I get it's a logical thing to do. And at least when you buy M Performance carbon splitters and spoilers, you know that it's been tested and it won't fall off like some of the other aftermarket stuff we've had on our cars. The only problem I have with this car, the M4 xDrive competition, it's so expensive. I mean, I'm not sure if it's disproportionately expensive in the Netherlands because we have CO2 dependent taxes, but if you look at prices of these cars and you start comparing them to a Porsche 911, it becomes very, very difficult to justify the price of this car. I mean, you can buy a Porsche 911 Carrera 4S basically for the price of this car, and you don't have to be stingy on options either. I mean, if you include all the M Performance stuff, because this is a 200,000 euro M4. So, and that also is a very good all-weather sports car, a lot better basically. So yeah, I really struggle to find a reason to buy an M4 xDrive, to be honest. An M3, totally. M3 competition, definitely. M3 touring, mother may I. M3 is just, you know, I think the coolest BMW, and it's also because of the practicality, and also because of the fat booty. You have the bigger wheel arches. This car doesn't have that. If you drive behind an M3, it looks so amazing. If you drive behind this car, it looks like an M440i, basically. It has the same footprint, the same basic shape. So yeah, I would definitely go for an M3 touring or a Porsche 911, basically. So we get the tire warning, but don't worry, tire pressures are all fine. That's 290 plus. Close to the top speed. I mean, it does it all very easily. It's still an amazingly capable car, but... So, of course, we also measured the 100 to 200 km/h performance of this M4 xDrive, and we did an 8.2. Now, this is something we've seen in the past as well with M3s. You do have some drivetrain loss with this all-wheel drive system, and that means that it is a bit slower than the rear-wheel drive brothers, which we measured at 7.8. So you do have a bit of a difference there. It's not a massive difference. Well, actually it is. 0.4 of a second is quite a lot. But of course this car is also a bit heavier, and we do have that spoiler on the rear, although I'm not sure if either of those things have that much impact. I think, you know, that drivetrain loss is just something you have to deal with if you have an all-wheel drive car. But at least you can use it in winter as well. So let's see if we can get this home stretch done. There's quite a lot of holiday traffic today. But it still amazes me how stable this generation M3, M4 is at high speed. It is just incredible. This is the limiter, 297 km/h. Carbon ceramics. Oh. Lovely. So, we are back at the border, fun is over. I hope you enjoyed this review. I hope you have learned something about M performance and about Dutch prices of cars and accessories, which is just outrageous. And well, that's basically it for today. Hope you enjoyed it. Get subscribed by clicking the big button in the middle. You can also check out this video on the right or this playlist on the left. See you at the next one. Bye.